with drugs and alcohol, we get shot up to the summit. But the bitch about that is we always get shot right back to the bottom. So with alcohol and especially hard drugs, you rip this euphoria out of life and you steal it for a moment. But the thing about that is it's exhaustible. It runs out. The baggie dries up, right? The needle gets pushed down. The bottle empties out. Everything, the powder goes away. It all is exhaustible. And when it gets exhausted, when you're done blowing it all up, you got to find more power. Bartender, can I have another? That's what people should be saying when they're at the bar. Bartender, can I have another shot of power, please? Let me get like 2 glasses of okayness. You got any okayness back there? No, it's all gone. The other guy took it. I want some anyways. Where'd he go? Right? Then the bar closes, right? Last call. Call the dope man. Can I get an 8-ball of I like myself for a little bit? No, this isn't. No, we don't got any more of that. It's actually, you're going to hate yourself, right? So it's exhaustible. Yeah, you get power. Yeah, you get okayness. I mean, for God's sakes, when I did ecstasy, I thought I had found it. I thought, this is it. This shit should have been laced in lollipops in kindergarten, right? Like, damn, I've been holding my breath. But the thing is it came with imbalance. There was collateral damage that came from that, and it was called brain cells that got burnt up and never came back, okay? So that's the curriculum of addiction is we can get this once what they call instant gratification. Let's look at it a different way. Anything that I ever wanted, this is as hard as I had to work for it. Grab a bottle, pop the cap off of it, tip it back. I don't know what the hell I was so worried about. Everything's okay. Brad, I don't even know what I was bugging about. I just, yeah, everything's good. All right, another sip. That was pretty good. Let's keep going. It's like, that's all I ever had to do. What was that? 8 seconds, 6 seconds, That's all I ever had to do. And when it feels like heaven, it's probably hell. And when it feels tough and feels like hell, it's probably heaven. And so when people get sober, they come into they kick the door open of the sobriety thing. And they're like, I'm willing to do whatever it takes for sure. But we don't realize that we have this curriculum of take the cap off it, get power. Take the cap off it, empty the bag out, boom, got everything I ever wanted. And we're like, it doesn't work like that anymore. You can't get shot up the mountain. There's no you can't do ayahuasca, right? You can't do shrooms anymore. You can't do acid. I mean, maybe you can in the future if that's your steez, whatever. For me, it's not part of my journey right now. Maybe in 10 years, whatever, with a spiritual state of consciousness, I don't know. Doesn't matter, right? But the essence of what I'm saying is you got to be content with climbing the mountain. When I'm hiking in the Adirondacks back in upstate New York, Mount Marcy takes like 6 hours to get to the summit. 6 hours. And this, piggybacks the cliche of it's the journey, not the destination. Well, they're right. The man that is addicted is concerned with the summit. The man that is okay is enjoying the walk. And it's like, it's just an imbalance. The most fun part about hiking is having to traverse the mountain and climb over the dead tree and hop over the babbling brook and, bring iodine tablets to fill up your water and keep going. And, how much food can you carry that'll keep you sustained without weighing your ass down, and how big is your pack, etc. Right? That's the best part about it all, And so when we're just concerned with the summit, we rob ourselves of like the beautiful day in and day out steps, no pun intended. And so the curriculum of letting go, of being able to take the cap off of life and get the feeling I want, has to be burnt down immediately. No exceptions. Because if you think you're supposed to feel good now, you're fucked. Because then, if you feel you're supposed to feel good, not feel any discontent, any discomfort of human emotion, right? You're like, oh, sad, can't be sad. And it's like, that's part of the deal of being human, dude. You get sad sometimes, you know? Like, nope, not me. No, can't do it. And so you're just like, need the summit, need the summit, need the summit. And it's like, if you're walking around doing the sobriety thing, needing the summit, you're going to try and fix yourself to feel the summit. And the way you go about fixing the feeling to get the summit is the whole issue. So those who are willing to be radically uncomfortable and not turn tail and run backwards, that's what separates the men from the boys, the women from the gals. It's just the way it is. Like, how uncomfortable are you willing to be? Because that's where the hurt is. And if you're not willing to feel that, you're never going to be able to sift through the pain to find the treasure of God, because that's where he's hidden. It's like, where's my problems? Are they out there in the street? No, they're within, right? Where's God? Is he out there in the street, running around the block? No, he's not. Maybe he is. I don't fucking know, but he's also in me. So in trying to run from my problems, I run from the only thing that's going to be able to give me inexhaustible okayness, God, hidden in the heart of man, right? So we move from this exhaustible power, tip it back, bottle runs dry, bag gets empty, exhaustible, got to find more, a forever chase, right? To not reaching outside of myself, waking up with inexhaustible power, having stupid amounts of energy, adaptation energy all day, going to bed okay, waking up okay, being okay, going to bed it just gives and gives and gives. Your cup overflows. I can't take it anymore. Please, somebody else take it. Hey, you take some, right? And like, don't get me wrong. Like, I have bad days. Like, I've been up against it, right, in my 9 years of sobriety. But at the end of the day, there's always a baseline of okayness. You're just okay. And the oxymoron of it all is that what I used to get for a moment from drugs, I now have on the inside all of the time. It was like inside the whole time. Beautifully simple, incredibly difficult to follow. Yeah. And that's all I have to say about that, Deep.
What's the eternal principle?
Brahman.
Which is?
Well, we call it God, but that personifies it.